everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and today I am at the Ralston Arboretum in Raleigh, North Carolina, checking in on the big cottage garden border that we planted back in the middle of December. And I'm going to confess right now, I'm a little bit concerned that there's too much open space. I don't have the ground plane coverage that I was really aiming for, but I'm going to be patient, and hopefully next month in March when I get back here, I'll see better germination. If not, I'm gonna sneak in some more seeds. But let me give you a close-up view so you can see exactly what we're looking at. Well, I'll tell you what I'm pleased about is the structure that the grains are providing. And you know, some of the things about the cottage gardens is they can look a little messy, a little natural. I don't always like that. So I use the grains as the essence that makes it look purposeful. Like, it doesn't look like this happened by accident with the row of grains here and then the clumps going down the middle. You know, everything else is kind of a bit of chaos. That's sort of the cottage garden style. But the grains give it the substantial look that I think this bed needs. As far as what's germinating, well, we've got really good germination on Papaver Reese, the corn poppy. You can see really nice all along the edges. This is a lower growing poppy. It maxes out at about 2.5 foot tall. In the intermediate area, I believe we have a nice mix of brassicas. These look mostly like turnips, but I believe we also did daikon radish. Now, what I'm least excited about is the lack of Papaver somniferum, the tall poppy, the breadseed poppy. And I'm wondering if it's just being slow to germinate. I'm seeing seedlings here. They're really small, but they look like those are Papaver somniferum. You know, the goal was to have the tall poppies mixed in with the grains and then kind of go lower and lower to the edges of the beds. We did sow this the middle of December. At my house, mid-December seedlings are significantly farther along. So I'm not exactly sure what's happening. But I'll just keep my fingers crossed that maybe more will start to germinate. I was definitely anticipating better ground plane coverage, and I will say we did this kind of towards the end of my seed sales. This was actually the last seed sale that I did, and we didn't have as much. I didn't have any larkspur, I didn't have any nigella, I didn't have any bachelor buttons. So this bed is missing some of the central components to the cottage garden mix. But, well, it is what it is. Now, I am happy to show you there are some California poppies growing. Of course, there's also henbit. But you can see here's a California poppy. These are all Papaver Reese. And, you know, that combination is going to look really good. But, of course, it would look better if there was a nice stand of the breadseed poppy going down the middle. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it all plays out. You know, overall, I shouldn't be complaining. I'd say it's a decent germination rate. I'm not really sure what would be the cause for not having better germination. It was great soil, the bed was prepped well. And it's the same seeds that I'm growing at home where I have really high germination rate and better ground plane coverage. So I'm gonna have to go back through that original video that I posted to remind myself of what we sowed and maybe get to the bottom of it. And in the meantime, I may have Tim come out and covertly put out some more seeds just to make sure that this bed looks as good as it possibly can for a fantastic spring display. So I do hope that you'll stay tuned for more updates, And well, I hope all of your cottage gardens are growing really well. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and happy gardening.